What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Goon Squad. This is your boy, Mr. Squad. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit the bell icon so you know when the new videos are going up. That being said, let's get right into it. This is the 2th time she tries to do this. I'm pregnant. No, you're not. She did this before and you kept banging her. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you might have a history of questionable choices. Sad thing is, you didn't even have to reverse image search for it to come up. You're right, but it's sadder that this thing goes on all the time. I've had it done to me, even when I was wearing protection. Said we'd go to the clinic to find out, she noped out. This is one of those things we call a big red flag. Run. Say, fantastic, we'll keep it. See how long she'll go. She might even adopt a child to keep the ruse going. Then, psych that thought. It's the second time she's done it, and it doesn't seem like a funny joke. Third one's the charm, am I right? Are you military? She wants those benefits. I'm in high school. My uncle and grandma on their way to a pride parade in the 80s. Yeah, this isn't someone's uncle and grandmother on their way to the pride parade in the 80s. It's the famous picture of Michael Zemanski and his mom during the March on Washington for LGBT rights and liberation in April '93. Why do people add such cringy captions when it would have been better just to post a picture on its own? Virtue signalers. I thought she was calling him a little bitch, but the shirt didn't want to finish the curse word because shirts couldn't curse in the 80s. Incredible art, painted by a blind artist. Bullshit. This guy can see a whole lot more than he's implying. So, he just remembered seeing this stock photo of a duck before he lost his vision, and was able to perfectly replicate it using only touch. His explanation for his use of color is also complete shit. Sure, the textures for black and white are different, but that doesn't mean the textures for every color are equally distinguishable by feel alone. My personal favorite line. Bromblit lost the last of his vision in 2001 due to complications with epilepsy and Lyme's disease. And yet he knows exactly what Heath Ledger looked like as a Joker from a movie released in 2008. 9-year-old daughter just got into cooking and makes the most deconstructed beef Wellington. Gets called out on their bullshit immediately. My 9-year-old is just getting into cooking. This is her beef Wellington she made for us tonight. I love my daughter so much. Okay, Karen. Is it though, or did you just steal a picture? It's a shame this piece of shit can't love her daughter for what and who she is without making up these bullshit stories. There may very well be no daughter. Oh no, did they put her up for adoption because he couldn't actually deconstruct beef Wellington? He took the feedback from Ramsey literally. My 1-year-old dog just got into drawing. Here's his first work. Please be gentle, it's his first work. Called this girl out on Facebook. She blocked me less than 5 minutes later. There's a process to my progress. I got bored this morning and picked up my pencils. I'm glad I did. I forgot how much I love to draw. This took me 3 hours on and off to complete. It took 3 hours to steal the images from this tutorial. Cool. Step 2. Draw the rest of the F and I. Oh, it's literally the first result when you Google how to draw an eye. She even cut out some of the other steps to not make it so obvious. But then, why choose the first result on Google? Someone else trying to steal the same pic and pass it off as them for karma. New t-shirt came in today. So, your fiance died recently, you lost your cat, your sister died, and you had a mastectomy. You've had a lot of bad luck and a smile change.
Ew, InCell alarm just rang.
Ah yes, the classic, I don't like your post, therefore you're an incel. He wasn't suspended for honoring troops, he was suspended for bringing a toy gun to school and violating school policy. Stop spreading misinformation. 8th grader suspended for honoring troops speaks out. Whether or not he should have been suspended doesn't matter. What matters is blatantly lying about the reason for his suspension and spreading misinformation. The new neighbors are off to a great start. Roast and Toast Family Diner. Food was raw inside. We'll never buy from there again. Waited 15 minutes for fries and they were raw inside. Very disappointed. Response from the owner. We don't really appreciate fake reviews from our neighbors who just opened their own restaurant next door. This is not the way to get a great start to your own business. We have been working on ours for 8 years now and can guarantee you we know how to cook fries. A nicer way to become neighbors is to be friendly, and maybe we could have given you some advice to help out. Good luck with generations. Please read. There's no excuse for leaving fake reviews about a hardworking and decent establishment, especially when it's from the competition that just opened next door. The Roast and Toast Diner has been a part of our neighborhood for a long time. There was a fish and chips place next door and everyone got along just fine. The fish and chips place retired and the new party that rented the space decided to open a, wait for it, diner, right next to an established diner. This is just a bit of background, but there's more to the story. The part that really pisses me off is the owner of the new Generations Diner decided to leave a nasty fake review on Google for Roast and Toast. I'm going to post a pic. There is absolutely no doubt that this review was left by Generations Diner. I know the people who own Roast and Toast. They're a nice couple just trying to raise their children and live their lives. Why would someone be so mean and do something so heinous? This is some plankton level stuff right here. Raw fries? Whoa, that new one has some serious social media issues. And that logo is something else. That slogan too. Making families dining together great again. That's a yikes from me, dog. What is happening in this logo? Who designed this? This girl's just staring off to the side like she's in a music video. You got Medusa walking a child. Oh my god, what is wrong with this family? My 11-year-old son is in boarding school. I'm constantly getting calls from his warden complaining about him. My son also complains about the behavior of wardens towards him. To whom should I listen? What should I do? Shefali, I looked at your profile. You are having an astonishingly complicated life. You said you have a 5-year-old and are under pressure from the grandparents to have more. But you have children aged 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, and 14. You also have a child who is 6 months younger than your 4-year-old. You have 3 sets of twins, all age 6. Boy, girl, 2 girls, and a generic pair. One of the 6-year-olds goes to bars and comes home at 3 a.m. I'm not sure the warden at your son's school should be your focus right now. I think introducing your parents, your husband, and extended family, as well as your therapist to your other 16 children is the place to begin. Local shop owner calling out fake review. My daughter got terribly ill after eating dinner here one night. She ended up in the hospital with food poisoning. I went back there to confront him and I watched him cook the food. He never washed his hands even after handling money at the registers. He doesn't wear gloves at all when he's cooking the food. Watched him use a nasty washcloth to wipe down a prep table, then made a sub without washing his hands or even using any sanitizer. He was very rude and hateful to the customers and his female employees. The building stinks like cigarette smoke, especially where the bathrooms are, when all restaurants are supposed to be smoke-free. The food was mediocre and was priced okay depending on what you ordered. He refused to talk to me or listen to me at all. He was cussing and yelling at me right there in front of everyone, then told me to leave or he'd call the police. I wasn't after any money or anything like that. I just wanted him to acknowledge that his unsanitary actions are what caused my daughter's illness and elder adult to get sick as well. I will never ever eat here again, and I encourage anyone who does eat there to just watch him while he's preparing food, so you can see for yourself his disgusting kitchen habits. Response from the owner. Amanda, you just got fired 2 weeks ago for stealing cheesecakes and performing oral sex on a customer for $30 after work, then he took you to the gas station next door and bought you a pack of cigarettes. Amanda, you're a 34-year-old who looks like a 64-year-old. You're a grandmother at 34 and you don't have custody of any of your 3 kids and still living with your mom and addicted to pills. So get a life and stop lying. Damn! R.I.P. Amanda. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, let me know in the comments which one you like the best. Don't forget I post daily, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Join the Goon Squad so you don't miss anything, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.